They're going to look to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Conner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after 1. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. On first down, he'll drop to throw it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello? Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
General West.
On second down, here's Mixon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Alpha.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Watch the run.
They'll set up to throw. And able to find Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
60 or.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Wahoo!
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, Team 6. Step.
They'll drop the throw. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Cincinnati.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Check 56. I got you, son. I got you, son.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A nice pickup there, 19 yards, and they're set up better for third.
Like 20.
Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
I got you. 198. Watch 98. 98's Mike. Hey, get away. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22.
First down, Cincinnati.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
Let's go.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 18-yard line.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards.
That's another Steelers first down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
198, orbit. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready?
Back to throw. Able to get away. And that's complete. It's Green here. 25 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
198, watch 98, 98.
Second and 14. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And now nothing but Green ahead of him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Echo.
2nd and 6. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
That's right, baby.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Bravo.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Here we go, here we go. Like 5.
Right there, 56. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Twins, twins. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Last stop.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Let's go now. 30 base. Hey, exit.
There's a part of that.
Topper! Get it.
They'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
We own them. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, When you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
98 dog. 198.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. 36 yards on the play. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. Tight. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Ross on the return. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Alert! Quarter!
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
White 80.
Let's go heavy.
Protein spill.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. What we got? Watch 98. Watch 98.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this one to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
1st down, Cincinnati.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
High 7.
Watch 98. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 1st carry from Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mixon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Mixon with it. Shedding through the defense. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Bengals, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.